million times, but we're going to dive in. And you know what? We're not going to only talk about the very important basic things of success, but we're also going to look what stops you. Why? You know what you need to do, right? So the $1 million question, why am I not doing what I know that I have to do? Why? So, because I hear it all the time, Leo, I know these things. Leo, I know these things. But how? It's so hard. So the question, the comment, the objection that I hear most is like, Leo, I know what to do, but why am I not doing it? Or another version of that, I've tried so many times. I've tried so many times, it just doesn't work. How many of us can relate? I've tried so many times to change. I've tried so many times to say no. I've tried so many times to create a new habit. It just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. That is the poison that keeps us from really, really for real getting what we want. And we hear this all the time, you know, and I'm in this industry, I hear it all the time, get what you want, get what you want. But the problem with motivational videos is that they just inspire you, but they don't help you really, really understand and believe that you can actually get what you want. So we're back to basics today. In exactly 3 minutes, so 7:59 Dubai time, we will dive in. For now, I'm very curious, where are you tuning in from? I'm based in Dubai. I'm tuning in from Dubai right now. Where are you guys in the world? I'd love to get a sense of who's in the house. What's your intention for today? I know this maybe you stumble upon this live is not something that you're looking for on TikTok, but you're here, hey? So from Morocco VH, to be honest, my goal, I just want to be happy for once. I love that, Hulk, amazing. Fatima from Saudi Arabia, AWZ from Dubai, we have Beef from the Ville from Dubai, Saudi, Hessa, Maroon from Dubai as well. OMG says, I want the job. I don't know what kind of job do you want. I don't offer jobs. I'm sorry. Okay, Mr. Luffy RM KSA. This title caught my attention. Amazing. Stay. You are onto something good with us. Maria from Saudi. Marwa from Egypt. From Yemen. 9. Kane Gada from where? KSA, Rafe, wow, we have lots of people from KSA, Algeria, Abdon, KSA, Dana, Hak. What's my nationality? I'm Romanian. Okay, from Scotland, Sami, welcome. Holt from Qatar, amazing. I'm super excited for everyone tuning in. Mugabe Flix, you guys, I mean, I love your usernames. Moha from Morocco, Rorote from Saudi, amazing. I'm super blessed. Super excited. Fahad from Saudi, amazing. And everybody joining in 1 minute, we will dive into back to basics. What are the basics of success? Marina, welcome from Croatia, amazing. Motasim from Sudan, amazing, unbelievable. Love, 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 love. Yassine from Algeria, Saudi again, Nufi from in the house. You beautiful, right back to you. WMK, thank you so much for being here. Welcome back. I think I've seen you before. Appreciate it. From Lebanon, Francoise, amazing. Fushad from Morocco. Kenya, Everlyn, wow, I'm blown away. Thank you, Gada from Iraq. Fatma from KSA, from Saudi, D7, amazing. Shahad, welcome. Welcome. That is amazing. What is the topic? So we're back to basics. So these are the basics of success. Basics. We're back to basics. These things. So I'm going to remind you today, and not only remind you, I'm going to help you believe that this is possible, because this is things that you know, but we're gonna pull them apart. You're gonna dive into that, and you're gonna walk away and say, hey, I understand, I'm ready to go. Because if you know anything about me, I help people move into action. You will walk away from here today. You will take action. I guarantee you. If not, I'll reimburse you for this time that you spent with me. I'm just kidding. Before we dive in, we'll make quick three agreements. And thank you everybody who's following me, who's sharing this live. Oh my God, I'm blown away. Appreciate it. Already 1 share of this live. If you guys would like to share quickly this live, more people to jump in, I'll be forever grateful. Let's bring more people together. The more people we are, the more energy we create, the more transformation we have. Amazing. Indian boy, welcome. Thank you so much. 2 shares of this live, 3 shares. Amazing. You guys, oh my God. I'm super, super, super blessed. Thank you so much. Amazing. So this is going to be back to basics, but okay, before we dive into the workshop, 3 things. Number 1, I want you to think about an area in your life, a goal maybe, something, a dream, something that you are thinking about. It's on your mind for the last 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, something that you really want to accomplish, but you just can't seem to start. Think about one thing. What is that one thing? And we all have it. Lose weight, start a business, switch the jobs, quit the job, quit the relationship, start the relationship. We all have those things. So it can be something in your career. It can be something related to money. It can be something related to your relationships. It can be something related to your adventure, to your joy, to your happiness. It can be something related to your emotional health. So start a business and be financially liberated. Amazing. Yes, yes, yes. Think about that one thing. I don't want you to think about 5 things, 10 things, 15 things. No, this is the time to think about that one thing that will for sure transform your life. Think about that one thing. And also, once you identify what that thing is, if you want, you can share it in the comments, just because when you share it, you reaffirm it. When you share in the comments, that one thing, improve my speaking, amazing, I love that. Something difficult. Don't put something that you're already working on, something easy for you, something that is hard. And I want you to remember how you feel now, because I'm going to check in with you at the end of 20-30 minutes of this workshop, how you're going to feel then. Check in with yourself. How you feel about that goal? Does it feel impossible? Does it feel crazy? Does it feel unattainable? How does it feel? Traveling, amazing, Coach Rod, amazing. So think about the feeling and leave it for now. Now, we're going to go through the basic things of success. Move from the toxic relationship. I love that. I love that. And before we dive in, I'll start with the story. So what inspired the topic tonight? So the topic tonight actually was inspired by one of my clients, which I had a long time ago. So this client of mine, so it's not really, I did not work one-on-one with this person. He just attended a workshop that I was holding. So after the workshop, the person approached me and the person said, Leo, you know what? I had this back pain. And I had this excruciating back pain for years. Years and years, I cannot get rid of this back pain. And then the person went on into telling me all the things he tried, all the remedies, everything he tried to get rid of that back pain. So he told me that he went to psychics, he went to emotional healing, he went to oil healing, oil pulling, Reiki, you name it, any kind of healing possible on this planet, to a chiropractor, to this, to that, MRIs, anything. So this person went on for the next 10 minutes and telling me all the ways that he tried to heal his back pain, and it's still there. So because the workshop was around emotional healing, so that's why he attended the workshop. So, you know, listening to this person, I'm like, oh, wow, like I was lost as a coach. Like, I don't know what I can offer more to. It sounded like this person, you know, did everything under the sun to get rid of this pain. Now, and then something hit me in my mind. I was like, wow, let me ask this question. So, you know how you're talking to someone, but you have this voice going on in your head? So in the back of my head, I was like, ooh, you know, this person kind of went through everything. But then a question popped into my mind, and I just asked him. And I said, listen, you know, you probably will find my question stupid and silly. I apologize if I insult you in any way. But do you exercise? Once I asked this question, I asked this person a question. Do you exercise? He froze. He froze, and then I could slowly see how his emotion, his entire face was getting angry. And I could see anger and then turn to insulted. So all of a sudden, I had this person talking to me, and I can see the transformation, how he became from angry to insulted. Like, I could even see his fists, he clenched his fists, and his face even was like that, you know, like really. And I was like, wow, I was shocked as well. I'm watching him. I don't know what he's going to punch me. What is he going to do? So he, you know, in this tone, he says, I do not exercise. Do you not understand? I tried all the healings. Nothing works, right? So why did he get angry? I was punked. I'm with you. Like, I couldn't understand why did he get angry. And then it hit me. What I realized, so he was not exercising and he had a sitting job. So he was sitting all day long. So it was very, very clear, even for a 5-year-old, even for somebody in the first grade, it was very clear that his back pain was coming from his lifestyle. He was sitting all day, he was not exercising. Of course, he will have a back pain. But what I realized in that moment, he was so attached to his victim story that when I offered him the most obvious, through a question, stumbling, not because I was so smart, through stumbling to help him, through this question, I offered him his solution that he knew was the answer. But he created an entire identity around this back pain. This unhealing, unable to be healed back pain became his alter ego. That became his new identity. I'm the person with the back pain that cannot be healed. So back pain is a reason to not to exercise. Is the other way around in his case, because nothing medically was wrong with him, emotionally nothing was wrong with him. So where I'm going with this is, before we dive into the basic of success, first you have to ask yourself, what and where do I hold myself as a victim? And am I attached to an imaginary problem in my head that I don't want to step out of? Because that man, he clearly didn't want a solution. That man, all he wanted was for yet another person to feel sorry for him and to cherish that victim mentality, victim personality that he created for himself. So what he was getting with that unhealable back pain, he was getting all the attention. So what that man actually needed, he needed attention and he needed to exercise. But because he was not able to ask for what he needed attention. That was his problem. We can't create aches and pains in our body. We can't create problems in our life with our mind. He created this ache because what he really, really, really needed was attention. So why am I talking about this? Before we start to dive into the basic of success, it is extremely important, as I just mentioned, ask yourself, am I holding a victim perspective when it comes to my goal that I want to achieve? Am I telling myself, am I being the man with the back pain that is incurable? No, it's not possible for me. I've tried everything, it doesn't work. Do you find yourself telling yourself these things? Leo, you don't understand, everybody can, I cannot. This is not for me. I cannot do it. Do you find yourself telling yourself these things around your goal? And if it is, then that's where we have to start. As long as you are telling yourself, Zerok, I don't understand. Okay, let me check in with you guys. Does anybody understand what I mean by that? Do you have any victim mentality around the goal that you want to achieve? Yes or no? And this might not be nice. And whoever was here from the beginning heard the story. Nobody understands what I'm talking about? I'm just curious. So Puck says T. I have pain in the neck. Yes, we can understand. So somebody can understand, somebody can't. So the point is, you have to check in with yourself. Are you the man with the pain? Are you the man with the pain in your back regarding your goal? What is a story that you are telling yourself about the goal that you want to achieve that sounds like a victim? I can't, it's not for me, it will never be available to me, it's too hard, it's too long, I'm too old, I'm too young, I'm too short, I'm too poor, I don't have time. What is it that you are telling? It's crippling. Yeah, that's a story that you're telling yourself. So remember, so I want you to identify that victim voice in your head, that man with the pain in the back. And the funny thing is, let me tell you how the story ended. I kept on asking, do you exercise? When was the last time? Because I saw that it resonated so much with him. So I kept on asking questions. I said, when was the last time you went for a walk? When is the last time you went for a run? And what happened, you guys, that you will never believe. I could not believe my eyes. So I was asking questions. And being a very intelligent and bright man, he could not hear my question. He blocked out so much the very clear solution for his problem that he was just continuing telling me about his back pain. I see somebody, neck pain, same thing. Stop and listen. He would continue. I would say, when was the last time you exercised? Maybe you try yoga. Maybe you go and see a personal trainer. I was keeping suggesting him. He was blind and deaf to anything that I was saying. So, lesson number 1, to achieve anything, basics of success. Open your mind, and even though you hear your victim voice in your own head, from time to time try to pause it. Try to pause it or try to let go. Okay? And I know this healing is not going to happen overnight. It's not that easy to let go of your negative thoughts. I know all of that. But my advice to you for the next 15 minutes, mute that voice. It's not for me. It's not going to work. I've tried everything. Leo, you don't understand. Maybe you can. I cannot, and so on. That victim voice, mute it for now. And I know you can, because at the end of the day, you have full capacity to choose what voice inside of your head to listen to. To the negative one, to mute it, or to listen to the positive one. Okay? So that's a pre-requirement, guys. So now that you've muted the negative voice in your head, now that you've muted the man with the pain in the back, at this point, we are ready to go. Great. So the step number 1 to achieve what you want, the basic of success. Step number 1. Why did I ask you guys to think about one goal that you want to achieve? Not more, not 2, not 3, not 5, not 10, 1. So the basic of success, number 1, is focus on one thing. Single task. Yes, I know you want to get the beautiful girl, you want to get the money, you want to get the happiness, you want to go every 3 months to Maldives and relax. I know. But guess what? You can have all those things, just not all at the same time. I'm lost. Stay with me, Mark. Don't worry. You'll get somewhere. You can have everything you want in life, but not at the same time. So single tasking. Stop multitasking. Stop multi-wanting. That's a new thing. Stop multi-wanting and focus on one thing at a time. This is the most precious advice that you probably heard it many times before. Stop multi-wanting, start single-wanting. Stop multitasking, start single tasking. So this is rule number 1. Got it? Stop multi-wanting, start single-wanting. Amazing. Great. So this is rule number 1. Rule number 2, schedule time for your goals. And I know you heard that before. And I also know that you're not doing it, right? And you're not doing 40, and guys, whoever this live is not for you, please move on. You'll find so much other type of entertainment on this amazing platform. If this is not your cup of tea, no hard feelings, please move on. Start step by step, yes, exactly. Great. Schedule time for your growth. Schedule time for your goals. Even if it's 15 minutes every day. And I know we all have busy lives. We all have jobs, parents, kids, dogs, cats, businesses, employees, things to attend to. So what you need to do is you need to schedule, even if it's 10 minutes every single day, schedule time in your day for your goal. Even if those 10 minutes that you schedule in your day are going to be spent thinking about how to achieve the goal. Single goal, remember? We're single wanting, we're not multi-wanting here. That's how we achieved our goals. Okay? Schedule, even if it's 5 minutes every day, 7, 10, 20, 1 hour, whatever you can spare. Schedule the time for your goals. This is number 2, advice number 2. Advice number 3, and you're going to laugh. at this advice, and I know exactly why you guys gonna grow. Yes, yes, absolutely. So advice number 3, you guys gonna laugh, and you'll see why. Talk 3 times less than you listen. And I know why you're gonna laugh, because for the next hour is me talking here. I know you guys. But anyway, talk 3 times less, than you listen. When you start listening for opportunities, when you start listening, well, yes, I agree. I know you guys. I complain too much. There you go. That refers to complaining. Complain 3 times less, right? Whatever you're complaining, talking 3 times less. Listen 3 times more. Because with the talking, what's happening? You are missing opportunities. You are actively missing opportunities. So this is number 3. Number 4, are you with me? Are you guys? So please double tap the screen. When you double tap the screen, you give a like to this live, and at the same time, I understand that you follow me, you're with me, because things are about to get very, very interesting. 2 years, 1 mouth. No, you should have 3 years and 1 mouth. So 3 times listen, 1 time talk. Imagine you have 3 years and 1 mouth. Amazing, great, fantastic. Number 4, 20% thinking, 80% action. I'll say that again. 20% thinking, 80% action. There is no better teacher of what you need to do next than action. Write it down. 20% thinking, 80% action. Your action will inform you about everything that you need to do, pivot, create, shift, start, stop, create, open, close. Action is your teacher. You got it? 20% thinking, 80% action. You got it? Amazing. Are we good? Me 100% sleeping. Mark, that's what results you're going to get. Like, don't complain when you don't get any results. We're talking about action. I promise you, by the end of this live, you're going to walk away roaring, wanting to take action. I promise you, I will deliver, but you have to stay with me. And you telling me 100% sleeping? If that was the case, halas, no more. You got it? Yes, sure. Fantastic. Amazing. Number 6. So remember, number 4 was 20% thinking, 80% action. Number 5, be consistent. With those 80% that you're taking action, be consistent. Take that action consistently. Consistency is key. You got it? I know there are amazing guys who translate in Arabic. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So with that 80% of action that you're taking, make sure that 80% on a consistent basis. Okay? So that's number 5. Number 6. And this is a very good one, because from my experience, when you take action for a really long time and you don't see results, and it has happened to me, it has happened to anyone, it's happening continuously to anyone who is taking massive action in their lives. So when you take action, you're consistently taking action and you don't see results, what we tend to start feeling, that this is useless, we tend to start feeling that it doesn't work, we tend to start feeling like failures, we tend to start feeling inadequate, not good enough, blah, blah, blah. That's when that voice I told you to mute starts talking on a loudspeaker, okay? So in that moment, it's literally, and we all have seen that picture. Like how much in the social media we've seen that picture where there's this guy who's digging in the ground, and literally there's a thin wall and there are diamonds here, and the guy kind of stops right here and turns back. How many, like this, I mean, I'm sure you've seen it, right? So when you take 80% of massive action, consistent, and you don't see results, I want you to remember one thing. Write it down. I insist, if there's one thing you'll remember from this, I want you to remember is one thing. You are not how you feel. Let me repeat this. You are not how you feel. Yeah? If you feel like a failure, it does not mean you are a failure. If you feel not good enough, it does not mean you are not good enough. It is just a feeling. And let me give you an example. If you feel angry, does it mean you're Hulk? No, you're just angry. And you know, okay, I'm going to feel angry for a little bit, and then it's going to stop, and then I'll feel normal again. Failure, the feeling of failure, the feeling of not being good enough, the feeling of an imposter. Oh, they're going to find me out. I'm not, blah, blah, blah. Those are just feelings. It doesn't mean you are it. Okay, this is a big idea that I want you guys to take it away today. Big idea, very important. Okay, so when you take massive action consistently, you don't see results, start feeling like a failure. You're not it, it's just a feeling. Got it? Great. Right, amazing. Next, so you are not how you feel. And the biggest action you can take to help yourself change how you feel. So you start feeling down, you start feeling like it doesn't work, because anything, the bigger the dream, the harder it's going to get to achieve, my friends. Nothing is given. But that's the amazing part. You get to achieve your dreams. You get to work on your dreams. Come on. That's why we're here for. That's why we're here for. Hello, where is that dream? Wake up. You're here for that. So when you start losing hopes, when you start feeling like a failure, when you start feeling like it's not working, when you start doubting yourself and the saboteur in your mind yelling at you, you're not good enough. In that moment, tool number 7, what I want you, and this is your emergency kit, okay? So this is your emergency kit. Start practicing gratitude. And I'm not kidding. Gratitude is, if I were to call on someone, an ambulance, emotional ambulance, right? With sirens and all, for somebody who feels like a failure, who's about to give up. You know what injection I would give them? Emotional injection I would give them? I would give them an injection of gratitude, because that, my friends, is your emergency pack to rescue yourself from going down the drain with all the failure, I feel like a failure, I'm not good enough, blah, 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 blah. Okay? Practice gratitude. Yes, my friend, every single day. You got it? That's your emergency kit. Whatever happens in your life, that's your emergency kit. Got it? Great. Ready to move on? Are we guys okay? Are you with me right now? Well, good? Great. Let's continue. Next. Great. We continue with the following. You start practicing gratitude. You are restarting the momentum. You keep going, working towards on your goals. But then you start remembering, oh, these things happened to me. Last time didn't work. I tried 2 years ago, didn't work. I'm from that little small town. Who the hell do I think I am? It's not going to work. Your history starts resurfacing and reminding you of all the horrible things that happened to you, abuse, I don't know what. And by the way, I'm not making fun of all the terrible things because we all have terrible things happen to us. Emotional traumas, all kinds of stuff. We all have baggage, emotional baggage, all of us. I don't undermine the importance of that. Having said that, when you start feeling your history reminding you, knocking at the door, remember you're not good enough, remember how you failed, ooh, let me remind you in details how you failed, right? In that moment, I want you to remember this thing, write it down. Your history does not have to be your story. I'll say it again. Your history does not have to be your story. Whatever happened to you belongs in the past. That's its place. You have something unhealed there, go and heal it and leave it there. It does not belong in your present. So whenever that comes up, say, oh, okay, I need to go back, I need to heal some stuff, I need to do some unfinished business, and then let me come back and let me write my story in the present. Because your story is written by you every single day. I don't care what happened to you. Go back, take care of that, heal. You can't do it alone. Hire a therapist, hire a coach, hire whatever you need to do. Do whatever you need to do. Heal that, but leave it there. Don't drag it into your present, and by all means, never ever into your future. Yep. Does it make sense? Does it make sense, you guys? We got it. So don't let your history become your story. Amazing. So now, by now, you should be working like a clock. Like a clock. Next step. Just a second, you guys. Yeah. The next step, very, very important, is to identify your values, who you really are. And not because now we're clear on the history, we're not dragging the history. Who are you really, without all the stories, without all the trauma, without all the conditioning, without all the expectation? The past changes a person's character. It does. You can change. You can take the change without the trauma. Take the changes; those are amazing. Take the character, but without the trauma. Trauma, leave it out. Heal it in the past. That's where it belongs. Don't bring your trauma into the present. Don't do that to your present. Don't do that to your future. It is your job to go back into the past and heal whatever you need to heal. You can't do it alone. There are hundreds of ways to do it. There is hypnosis, there is therapy, there is emotional healing, there is Reiki, there is endless amounts of tools and available professionals to help you heal that. Anything emotionally is possible to heal. Some traumas might take a little longer, might take a little longer to heal. But what is the most important thing to that? Nothing. Because based on that, you will build your identity. And that's step 9. Step 9, who are you? Who are you really? Without all the trauma, all the drama, all the history, all of that. In this step 9, you get to create who you really are. How amazing is that? You get to create who you really are. Mind blown? And now, I'm sure after all these previous steps, okay, let me ask you this. Do you believe this is possible at this step 9 once we did all the other steps? Right? My family reminds me of my past marriage every time. Oh, it's your job not to react to that. You can't control what they say or not going to say, but it's your job to learn to let go and not to react to that. Do you believe at stage 9, yes it is, great, that it's possible to create yourself once you've passed all of that? I can't stop thinking about the past. To Sandra, go and address that. Take it seriously. Find someone to help you to release that. I'm telling you, I'm a professional in the field. It's possible to heal any trauma, any emotional trauma. There are different ways. You might try one thing, not going to work the other one, but it's guaranteed that everything is fixable. You can release anything, but you have to put in some work. Okay, great. Oh, for the first 2, yes, Yazid, I'll remind you of the 2. So in step 9, you get to create your identity. You get to choose and decide who is it that you are and who is it that you want to become. Okay, and step 10, very important. Step 10, after you've gone through all this journey of 9 steps, at step number 10, once you've healed yourself, you've done the work, you've understood who you want to become, you have to find one person who is in a worse position than you. Maybe someone who looks like you at the beginning of your own journey. And it is your job to start helping that person going through their steps, just as you did. So that's step 10. Step 10 is giving back, always and forever. But you cannot give and you cannot help unless you heal yourself. Please don't attempt that. You have to go through your own journey of empowerment, through your own journey of transformation, through your own journey of deciding and choosing, and not being the default person don't be the default person of your traumas. Create yourself into who you want to be. Step 10, go find someone who is in the beginning of their journey and help them through the steps. Be that guide for them. As I'm guiding you now, you be that guide for them. Okay? You be that guide for them. And that's how you complete the circle. Because I'm giving you, at the end of the circle, is going to be your turn to give. And that's how my energy will be repaid back. Because the goal of this is for us to spread this energy more and more and more and more and more. You got it? Amazing. That's perfect steps. Thank you. Amazing. So let me recap. Okay, before we recap, I want you to ask again. I asked you at the beginning of this exercise to think about a goal that's impossible for you right now. Whoever stayed here the whole time, I want you to get in touch with that goal again, and I want you to tell me how you feel about that goal now. After these 9 steps, how do you feel about that goal now? What is it that you feel? I'm very curious. And just in a minute, I will recap the 10 steps, the 10 powerful steps, basic of success. Those are the basic, most transformational steps. Simple, you write them down, impressive. Wow, amazing. Empowered now, amazing. Fantastic. I love that so much. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. I feel I can do it. But amazing. This is what it does. Thank you so much. You look amazing, Joker, too. Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay, you got it. So, for everybody who's joining, I'm going to recap. Feeling much better. Fantastic. Great. I love that. So, I'm going to recap now, and for everybody who's joining, the 10 steps of success. And for those who are here the whole time, if you want to write them down, now is the time. Great. So, number 1, step 1. Single task and single want. You have to focus on one goal at a time. You can have everything you want in life, but just not all at the same time. Stop dividing your attention between so many things. Stop multi-wanting, start single-wanting. Stop multitasking, start single-tasking. Number 2, schedule the time for your growth. Even if it's 5, 7, 10 minutes every single day. That's how you create a loop in your brain where you train your brain into a new habits to grow, to work on your goal every single day. Okay, that's number 2. Number 3, and this one you guys, you laughed very hard, right? Talk 3 times less than you listen. So listen 3 times more than you talk. You got it? Number 4, very, very, very important. 20% thinking, 80% action. 20% thinking, 80% action. Great. Amazing. Next, step number 5, be consistent on those 80%. Be consistent with that action. And when you get to a point, because it's guaranteed, and now I want you to understand, if your goal is big, if you're doing something for the first time, let me tell you one more thing, you guys. Failure is guaranteed, not only once, but multiple times. But failure is not the wall that you're crashing into. Failure, it's a little bump on the road to what you're achieving. So redefine what failure means to you. But when you take consistent action, 80% of action, for a long time, you're consistent with it, and you don't see results, what I want you to start practicing, what I want you to start remembering, that you are not what you feel. If you feel like a failure, doesn't mean you are a failure. If you feel you're not good enough, it doesn't mean you're not good enough. It's just a feeling. So to overcome that feeling, you have to practice gratitude. And that's step number 7. You have to practice gratitude. This is your emergency, the ambulance tool. Remember? Gratitude. Amazing. And if this, guys, resonates, if you want to share this live, if you want to like, double tap and like this live, guys, I would be super, super grateful. Great. Now, step 8, very, very important. Don't let your history become your story. Whatever needs to be healed in the past, we all have traumas, all of us, I guarantee you. You never know what the other person is struggling with. Don't judge people who look happy. Those who look happy, more than often, hello, how are you, Super Anna, are the people who are most unhappy, right? They're just good at pretending. So don't allow your history to become your story. Go heal your history in the past and decide what your story is going to be. You have full control over that, full control. And thank you guys, everybody who's following me right now. I really appreciate you guys. I'm super. And by the way, just to let you know, guys, I'll publish this live. It's not maybe very high quality, but this will be available on my YouTube. You can find here. If you go and subscribe, I'll be super grateful. See you there. Instagram, I would love to see you guys. Just find everything here, what you need, and you can find this. Next, once you heal the past, choose and decide who you're going to be. Write your identity. Don't by default be the result of what happened to you in life, because that's what most people do. They never question, who am I? They look at their history, oh, this happened to me, this happened to me, this happened to me. It means I am this, I'm not good enough. It means I can never have all those things. That's the root of all evil. Whatever happened, you're not what happened to you. You are not what you're feeling. Decide, you have the power to decide who you are. Heal those wounds. Heal them. But don't be the person because of those wounds. Terrible things happen to people all the time, to all of us. Terrible things. Who do you choose to be? It is in your hands. And this is step 9 of our transformation. Very, very important. Who do you decide to be? It's in your hands. Your identity is in your hands. Not in your country, nationality. I don't care where you're from. Doesn't matter. You're US or who cares? Or you're from Bangladesh. You're a human being. And for all I know, you have the power to change your identity as you wish. It does not matter. Okay? So, your identity does not belong to North Korean. Welcome. Everybody's welcome. You're a human being for all I know. Okay? Your identity does not belong to your government, does not belong to your culture, does not belong to your religion, does not belong to anything. It belongs to you. Got it. Great. Excellent. So, once you do that, and once you heal the past, you choose who you are. Once you do all of those things, the next step after you healed, your job in that enlightened state, in that higher state, your job is to find somebody. Doesn't have to be a family member. Ideally, somebody who you barely know. Maybe somebody you meet online. It doesn't matter. And what you absolutely have to do, you have to then help that person go through the very journey that you went yourself. So that is going to be your task. Your sacred task of passing on the transformation that you've gone through to someone else. And that's going to be your journey. That's going to be the most beautiful thing you will see. And the rewards, the goals, the desires that you want, they will become all true through the journey. Whatever your desire is. But make no mistake, it takes time, and it takes effort, and it takes focus. Single focus, single want. You got it? So, thank you so much. So those are the things. And I'm curious, as we did a little recap, and as you know, you guys, I went through this. For anybody who missed this, I went through this in details. And as I mentioned, I'll publish this workshop as is. Not very high quality, but the content is there. You can go here, find my YouTube, find me there, Instagram as well. Great, excellent. What questions? So for the next 20 minutes, I'll be taking questions. What questions do you have regarding the framework? So what we shared, the basic 10 steps to success. What questions do you have about that? Was everything clear? Maybe something was not clear. I'm curious to see what questions do you guys have regarding that specifically. Now is the time. I'll be more than happy to take a few questions. So if anybody wants to jump on here and ask your question, I'll be more than willing to answer. I'm super excited. Let's see who is willing to answer. And by the way, wow, you guys, I just opened my Instagram. I already see people from this live following me on Instagram. You guys are the best. I cannot thank you enough. Thank you so much. You're already here. And I'm just saying hello to a few people who already are on Instagram. My God, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Amazing. My hobby is exercising. Okay, great. To get rid of negative energy. That's amazing. Do we have any questions? Okay, great. How do I focus on one goal? So SALX02 asks a question just on the subject. How do I focus on one goal? I have so many, but don't know when to achieve them or work on them. Excellent question, and I love that's on the topic. Okay, so when you have, and it's a great question and very real, because we might have more than one interest. So, okay, who can relate? Who has more than one goal? We're gonna do a live exercise. This is amazing. This is so exciting. So for everybody who's here, who on this live, and double tap if this is you, double tap the screen, who on this live has more than one goal and is confused about what goal to work on first? Who here has a goal, more than one goal? So maybe you have a list of goals. Okay, what are you talking about? I'm talking about, are you being rude? Is about being rude? About 1, 2, 3, 4, guys, because I'm sorry, I don't understand Arabic. Is he being rude? Can you please tell me? Because I don't. Is he rude? Do you guys who understand? Yes, he's being rude. Let's see. We're just sorry, guys. And it's unfortunate because now I have to take time from everybody and to understand if Abbott is being rude. Let's see. I'm just going to translate. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry for this, but being rude is not acceptable on these lives. He's pretending to order from a restaurant. He's being rude. Okay, Abbott, we're gonna say goodbye. Thank you. Thank you so much. Because, guys, this is a place of respect. Respect towards yourself, respect towards others, respect towards me, respect towards everyone around you. Great. Sorry about that. Okay, great. So let's do a quick exercise. If you are the person who has more than one goals and you're confused about which one to work on, which one to start with, we're going to do a quick exercise. So if you have a piece of paper or on your phone, I want you to write down all the goals that you want to achieve in your life, all of them, whatever those goals are. Write them down, write the goals, all the goals that you want to achieve. It's very, very interesting. Write them down. Talking about what, please? Okay, so tell me who here would like to do the exercise. If nobody's interested, we just move on to other questions, which is totally fine. So this exercise will help you clarify what goals to work on first. If you have more than one goal and you don't know which one to work on, me actually, okay, amazing, okay, I mean, fantastic, great. So we have few people, great, amazing. So take 1 minute, and write down all the things all the goals that you have in mind, all the things that you want to do. You want to become a millionaire, you want to have a happy, like whatever, you want to start a business. Maybe you have 5 ideas for the business, you don't know which one is a better business idea, whatever that is. Take 1 minute and write them down quickly, all the ideas. Don't overthink, just quickly write down. In 3, 2, 1, start now. So I have a timer here. So we're gonna allow people to do this exercise. We're gonna let them write down their goals. For those people who are confused, for the people who are confused regarding their goals, okay, write down all the goals. It's too many, doesn't matter. Just write them down. Trust me, we're going with this somewhere. Write down all the goals that you want. Write them down, okay? Keep going. Amazing. Thank you. If you want more of my content, here, guys, go find me YouTube, subscribe there. I love you. And I'm checking my YouTube now. Oh my God, you guys are already on YouTube. So many people on YouTube already. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Wow. And you will see my first workshop there is How to Love Yourself, part 1. That's a good one. You'll like that workshop. We did it recently. It's a good workshop. Great. So for those who wrote down their goals, what I want you to do, I want you to look at top five things and scratch everything under 5, scratch out everything under 5. So leave only the first 5 in the sequence that you start writing them. Okay? You got it. For those who are doing the exercise, first top 5, leave them and scratch everything else. You got it? We're good? Everybody's doing that? Leave the top 5, the rest we erase. So once you have the top 5, I have less than 5. That's good. That's good. SYM, that's very good. Don't worry. So for those who have 5 or less, that's great. Next, I want you to take the top 3 and anything below 3, erase that. Anything below 3, 1, 2, 3, erase that. So leave the first top 3. You got it? All you have to do now, you erased everything else, so you have the first top 3. Got it? Next, what I want you to do is erase the 2 and 3, number 2 and 3. And what I want you to be left with on your paper is the first thing that you wrote down. The first thing that you wrote down. When you said that you have many goals, whatever you wrote, the first thing, whatever that is, even if you're surprised, even if you don't like it, even you're like, I'm not sure, the first thing, that's the most important one that would says yes. And that's the one you're going to start with, and you're going to focus for the next 6 months. Whatever was the number 1, you scratch everything else on that paper, and that number 1 goal you are going to focus on for the next 6 months, no questions asked. You're not going to look at other things, you're not going to explore other things, you're going to ignore. If you have some ideas you don't want to forget, you write them down and you leave them for the next 6 months. Okay, I didn't write it according to priority. Sucks, that's the goal. Your subconscious knows what the priority is. Trust it. Whatever is number 1, your subconscious identified as the most important thing. Even if your mind, your rational mind, thinks that that's above it. You have to trust it. And now, what you have to do is you have to deploy trust. Okay? Don't judge it. Your mind, the judger, the negative one, the rational one, will start to tell you all the ways how this is wrong. And that's where we fail. I can work on 2 goals at the same time. Pact 1, that was the first thing. Single task. No 2 goals at the same time. You're going to have bad results. And when you're going to have bad results, you will believe that you're not good enough and you're going to stop taking action. No more. That was the number 1 thing. No, you're gonna choose 1 and you're gonna work on 1. Great, amazing. And you guys, everybody's on YouTube. So by the way, you just can, if you go here, you're still gonna be on this live. So wow, 1 more person to 500 people. Who's gonna be number 500? That's amazing. Thank you so much, you guys. Great. Excellent. Buying a home, go for it. Amazing, amazing. Yes, the YouTube, you can find it here. If you go and subscribe, you're going to be, whoever is next is going to be person number 500, which is amazing. I'm excited about that. And so many people on Instagram. Oh my God, you guys, I appreciate you. I appreciate you so very much. Amazing. So who was here from the beginning? My YouTube, just go here. You'll find everything. Everything is there. Okay, great. How can you buy my book? Again, go here, you'll find everything. Everything, just open here. and in my profile, and you'll find everything you need. You'll find my book, you'll find my Instagram, you'll find my YouTube, you'll find everything. Everything is there. You can book a session with me as well. Everything you guys need is there. Amazing. So for those who are here, for those who were, just a second. For those who are here from the beginning, what, you're the 500, really? Oh my God, let me see. Are you number 500? Yay, you are! Congratulations, amazing, thank you. And you guys, the first one you'll see, the recent, I uploaded 1 hour ago, check it out. It's How to Love Yourself, a Transformational Workshop Part 1. That's a powerful one. So if self-love is something you really want to address, after this you can jump right there and continue with self-love. Is amazing. It's amazing because there was a very good topic and there were good questions there. Great. So what are the biggest takeaways before we log out? So in 5 minutes I'll log out from here, you guys. What are some things that you're taking away? Let's do a quick share, a rapid fire. I'm going to share, whoever writes, what are the biggest lessons that you're taking away from today? Because I want you to treat this time you invested with me. And by the way, I'm extremely grateful for you taking precious time of your evening. You could have done so many things, be with your loved ones, relax, rest, exercise, eat, and you chose to be here. And I'm so crazy grateful for your time, for your effort, for your participation. It's unbelievable. What's going to happen if I subscribe to your channel? Whale 2022, no free giveaways. I'm not in that business. I don't need people to subscribe, but I want people to continue to learn because I'm here giving the time, giving the knowledge. I publish this on YouTube to continue giving and learning. If you're in the business of change, if you're in the business of taking power back into your life and achieving your goals, if you're in the business of becoming a better version of yourself, you're going to subscribe and you're going to learn. And if that's not your thing, you're not going to do that. There's no rewards for that from my side. But my time and my effort and my love and the hope that you will take things that you need from the information that I share and apply to your life. So that's what it is. Amazing. You're welcome. My absolute pleasure. You're welcome. Well, 2022. My absolute pleasure. Right? It's in your hands, right? It's not something, yeah. I really want to have my own business. You have the points, you have the steps, you have the framework. It's in your hands. It's in your hands. And don't play the insecurity game, okay? You want to start your own business? Go for it. Do not play the insecurity game. Do not play the game of, am I ready? You'll never be ready. Educate yourself, adopt a growth mindset, and go for it. Got it? Go for it. You have the 10 steps. Yes, exactly. The 10 steps are available. And as I said, if you guys want to remember, about tomorrow, probably by tomorrow, I'll publish this on YouTube. So you can rewatch it if you need it. It's not going to be edited, you guys. So sorry, it's this there. I don't have time to edit, but the information is going to be there for those who want to rewatch it. Is going to be available. Nice to meet you too, you guys. Great. So thank you again for your participation, for your love, for your presence. Thank you for everything that you guys are doing. If you have 10 steps, you can do everything you want, 100%, 100,000%. So Moody says, my work takes all my energy and my time, so I couldn't find any time focusing on my goals. You can find 10 minutes a day. Moody, if you're here watching TikTok, and I'm very happy that you're watching us, you're here with our community here. But if you're here on TikTok, it means you have 10 minutes every day to work on your goals. Don't allow that voice in your head sabotaging you and telling you that you don't have the time. Stop it, mute it. It's poisonous. It will forever keep you small. Don't believe it. If you are on TikTok, you have 10 minutes of your day to work on your goal. And I love you. And I'm saying this with love. Because it frustrates me. It frustrates me that we're trained since we're kids to give up on our goals and to believe that our goals are impossible for us. It frustrates me when I see dreams left, right, a cemetery of dreams. People don't even try to make them alive. It's frustrating me to see people believing that they're small, they're worse than they really are, because you are a magnificent human being. You better believe it. Yes, terrible things happen to you. Yes, you failed a couple of times. So did all of us as well. It's painful. Work on that. Faisal, do whatever you need to do to overcome that. We talked about the history. The history does not have to become your story. Do whatever you need to do to overcome those things. Okay? I appreciate Whale. Thank you so much. It frustrates me. Really does. Stop listening to that negative voice in your head and start listening to the positive one. You know it's there. The problem is that this one is louder. You're not good enough, yapping in your head. Learn, master, to quiet it down. And that is the work of your life. The most important work of your life is learning how to master that voice. Not suppress it, not delete it, not erase it, but just train yourself not to listen to it. Okay? Your goal of educating 10 million people, do you think what's your ballpark number at? Anna Super Banana, so last year for sure 2021 we reached over 1 million people, so this is based on the views on different platforms. So if you Google the hashtag, not Google, sorry, even if you search on TikTok the hashtag Coach Leo, so Coach Leo is my hashtag, it's me. Right now I think it's 10.5 million views, that hashtag alone. So you know, I'm hoping to reach this year. I'm hoping to reach and to impact this, you know, to impact 10 million people and then maybe grow from there the year after. But at the end of the day, if one person from this live walks away today and something they heard, something that resonated in their heart, they will decide to act differently in their lives, and as a result their life will change. My heart is full. My heart is full. So I always start with one person in mind and grow from there. And yes, I'm ambitious. Yes, I want to reach 10 million and more and more and more, because this is my life's purpose. That's why I was born on this planet. I'm blessed. I have a lot of very successful clients. I'm blessed financially. I continue to work with high achievers. If anybody here also wants to reach out, please do. I work one-on-one. I powerfully help people transform. And it is my turn to give back. Yeah. Thank you so much, Loza. Thank you. You have impacted me today. Thank you for your time. Appreciate you. See you on YouTube. See you on Instagram. You can find me here everywhere. And until then, remember that you are way, way bigger than you think. You have no idea, my friend, how powerful, how beautiful, how impactful you are. Please believe that. Please believe that, okay? Stay blessed and see you tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be going live. I'm not quite sure, you guys. Anyway, I'll publish it. Thank you so much. Take good care of yourself. Have a good one. Bye-bye.